Picture this, you're exploring Japan and you're braving the cold weather in order to soak in as many sights as you possibly can, but you're getting a little chilly and hungry. What do? Well, don't worry because I have the perfect traditional Japanese winter foods that are sure to make you feel cozy and toasty and give you just enough energy to continue exploring all of the winter sights of Japan. But before we go, don't forget to subscribe for more Japan adventures. The buttons are right down below. Go click! I am in Gotokuji. It's a quaint little town in western Tokyo, and it's said to be the birthplace, supposedly, of the Manekineko, or the good fortune cat, that always has their paw up like this. I'm sure you've seen them before. And since it's the birthplace of Manekineko, you can find Manekineko statues and images everywhere. And this is the place where I'm going to go to find my first winter food. So let's go explore. We're kicking off our winter food recommendations today with a cozy snack that you can even carry around. And our first stop today is right here. This is Yakiimo Fuji. And it's only a 5-minute walk from Gotokuji Station in western Tokyo. And they have a variety of sweet potatoes called Yakiimo.
焼き芋専門店やってます上原と申します。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。すごいいろんな種類の焼き芋があるんですけど、どんな特徴があるんですか？
以前はホクホクして甘いっていうのが焼き芋だったんですけど、今品種改良でねっとりしてすごい甘いっていうのが流行りになってますね。新しい品種なんですけど、福紫っていう紫芋。こちらになるんですけど、ね、
これですか？はい、おー。
で紫芋ってあんまり甘くない芋だったんで加工品に回る場合が多かったんですね。紫芋のタルトとかアイスクリームとか色は綺麗なんで、でこれは新しい品種なんで紫芋だけど甘いっていう。
じゃあぜひこちらを一つと、あとやっぱり伝統的なのは多分食べたことがないので、ぜひそちらも2つください。
はい。
おー、ありがとうございます。It's nice and warm. Oh, it was so cold outside. It really warms you up just holding them. I'm gonna start with the purple sweet potato. Look at that. I think we're gonna have to break it in half. Wow, that is a gorgeous color. And it's remarkable because it's a 100% natural coloring. Apparently when you bake it, it even brings out the sweetness even more compared to a raw sweet potato. Oh, that is really good. It is remarkably sweet. You can even eat the skin. It's very soft and tender, but it's up to you. Apparently there are people in Japan who don't eat the skin, they'll peel it off and just eat the sweet inside. It's really sweet, starchy, like it's got this wonderful chewiness about it, and it's really warm, so it's super comforting. All right, let's try the more traditional one, the one that people have been eating in the olden days. Whoa, this is completely different. Not only the color, but the texture. This one is noticeably firmer. It's more like a Western sweet potato, I think. This one is, it's a lot starchier. I feel like it's the type of sweet potato that you could eat with other vegetables. It's not as much like a dessert, but if you prefer less sweet foods, this one might be for you. You can really see the difference in textures and color, of course. This one, if you squish it, it's gooey. And this one, you can't even squeeze it, it's that firm. I think I would personally prefer this sweeter, gooier variety. It really is like a dessert. However, if you want to try that traditional taste, I think it's worth trying this one because they're very rare these days. All right, so now that I've had something sweet, I think it's time to try something savory. So I'm gonna head over to one of Tokyo's oldest and most traditional neighborhoods to look for some traditional and classic Japanese winter foods. So I'll see you guys over there. Next, I'm going to be trying a classic winter comfort food called Oden. It's a warm and very comforting soup that you can eat all over Tokyo nowadays, and we're going to be trying it at a restaurant called Otafuku, just a short walk from the Sensoji Temple in Asakusa. This particular restaurant has actually been in Tokyo since 1915. It moved from Osaka to Tokyo in that year, and when it started out in Osaka, Oden actually was not that popular of a food yet, but nowadays it's super popular. You can even get it at convenience stores in the winter time. I cannot wait to try Oden at a restaurant that's over 100 years old. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow. Oh, here we are. We took an elevator to the second floor, but you can see that a lot of the building is still very traditional. This is an Oden restaurant, although they do have some other side dishes, but they specialize in Oden. Oden is basically a classic Oden soup base that they have, and you choose whatever you want to put inside of it. Or, if you don't know what to put in, you can actually get an omakase Oden moriawase. That's down here. So I think if you don't know where to start, this is probably the one to get, and I'm gonna do that today too. Here we are, this is the Oden. It smells tantalizing and so warm. The soup base is made from katsuobushi, which is dried bonito, as well as kelp and soy sauce. Look at this, it's heavy. I also really want to try the shrimp bomb, the ebi bakudan. So let's put this here. It's too heavy. There we go. And then you're gonna put a little bit of soup over top. I know it's kind of not really a bowl, so I'm surprised that you, careful not to spill it. This looks so good, it smells amazing. And you can also add some spicy mustard called karashi. I will warn you, it is really spicy. Let's start with the daikon. It's been stewed for so long, it comes apart so easily. You wouldn't expect a root vegetable to just be so jam-packed full of flavor. It's really sucked up all of the soup, so it's really melt in your mouth. It's so tasty. Let's try the shrimp bomb. Look at that! There's really a whole shrimp inside that's been sliced up. The fish cake around it is super bouncy and chewy. And if you like shrimp, it's just jam-packed full of shrimp flavor. The mustard adds a little kick to it. It's really, really tasty. All right, now let's try the humpen. It looks so fluffy. It's absorbed so much soup as well. It really looks like it's fluffy like egg whites, like a mousse or something. It's a very unique texture. And it doesn't really have a fishy taste to it either. It's just fluffy. All right, so I'm gonna finish up my Oden, and we're gonna go try one more must-have winter food. And it's actually just down the street in Asakusa too. So, see you guys over there. This restaurant is so cute. I just noticed the bathrooms have an Oden skewer as the bathroom sign. And if you look inside, it's a grilled fish cake. There's an egg, and this is the cognac root. It actually turns on. That's so cute. I've been walking around outside for a little while now, so I'm getting pretty chilly. So I actually have a really useful tip for you guys if you travel in Japan in the winter. These are called Hokkairo, or Kaido for short. This one actually says Kaido on it. So basically they're little portable heating pads. There are a couple of different types. This one is one that doesn't stick, and you shake it and it chemically reacts and turns hot. And you can keep it in your pocket all day. It lasts for like 16 hours. It stays warm. And it's got all this powder inside that you just shake. And it's already starting to warm up a little bit, but after a little bit of more time, it'll get really hot, especially if you keep it in your pocket or in your mittens. This is legitimately my hack whenever we shoot videos in colder places like Hokkaido. I also have one more that I actually just had in my backpack. These are sock versions, and it keeps your toes nice and warm in your shoes. So you can get these at any convenience store in the winter or drugstore, super worth trying. And I'll probably put some of these on later just because I have toasty feet. But for now, I've got all my heating pads on. Let's go get some hot winter food. Oh, here we are now at Asakusa Ichimon. It's located in central Asakusa, just down the street from the Oden restaurant. And it's a very traditional restaurant that looks incredible. And they serve a popular winter dish called Nabe, which literally translates in Japanese to cooking pot. And this restaurant was built 70 years ago, so it looks really, really cool. So I'm gonna go inside and try an Edo-style Nabe dish today. Let's go inside and check it out. どうも。
どうもいらっしゃいませ。どうぞこちらでございます。
ありがとうございます。
どうぞ。
What a cool restaurant. Oh, what a beautiful traditional room. You know what it feels like? It feels like you're sitting in a Japanese house and looking out into the garden.
どうも本日はどうもいらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
はい。
すいません。
今日は
はい、
ここはお鍋が美味しいと聞いてるんですけれども、
ありがとうございます。
どんなお鍋があるんですか？
江戸ねぎま鍋っていうマグロとネギのお鍋でございます。はい。その江戸時代は冷蔵技術があまり発達していなかったようで、マグロを保存するのに醤油につけて保存したそうなんです。ですが、こちら今うちで使ってるトロ、大トロっていうのはその脂が強いんで醤油を弾いて保存に適さなかったらしいんです。その当時はそれこそあまり保存に適さなかったので、ちょっと匂いがあったんでしょう。それで匂い消しのためにネギを使ったりとか、あとお醤油を濃くしたり甘くしたりして作ったのがこのネギま鍋だそうです。
美味しそうです。じゃあぜひこちらにしたいと思います。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、じゃあこちらお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。見た目はちょっと濃く見えるんですけど、さほど濃くはない。召し上がるとわかりますが。
はい、楽しみです。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
じゃあまずお好きなおチョコを
選べるんですか？はい、すごい綺麗ですね。Look at that! It's beautiful.
はい、すいません。
ありがとうございます。熱燗の日本酒ですか？
はい、
ちなみにどこの日本酒ですか？
はい、こちらは秋田の高清水っていう。
すごい。Okay, so now let's start putting our ingredients into the hot pot. We're gonna start with the green onions called negi in Japanese. Let's put some negis in there. There's a lot of negis. And then next you would put in your shiitake mushrooms to cook. And after that you'll put in your tofu and your other leafy vegetables. And at the very end, once everything's cooked through, you're gonna put your tuna on top. Oh, it smells really good. I've just put the tuna in. It smells tantalizing. But while I'm waiting for it to cook, let's try some of our atsukan Japanese sake. Atsukan means hot sake. And this is definitely something that you drink in the winter time. Oh, that really warms you up. When it's warm, you get all of those alcohol fumes from the Japanese sake. So there's a little bit of a kick to it, wakes you up a little bit, but my goodness, when it goes down, it warms you up so much. I've never tried a hot pot with a broth of this color before. He says it's darker than normal, but the taste is not quite as strong as it used to be back in those days. Oh, that is so good. The tuna. It's really, really tasty, and it's got this bouncy, fluffy texture. All of the ingredients have really drunk up the soup. The soup is very umami rich, a little bit sweet. Oh, and this is the negi green onion. It's a specific type of green onion called senju negi. Oh, that's really good. Just so crunchy. Oh my goodness. It really is so thick cut, and there are so many layers inside. So each bite you just get layers of crunchiness. It is very tasty.
失礼します。どうもいかがですか？
あ、めちゃくちゃうまいですね。
どうもありがとうございます。
これが伝統の味なんですね。
はい。 ありがとうございます。
素晴らしいです。あとこのお店なんですけど、70年前から同じ見た目なんですか？
ですね、70年前はここは実は旅館だったんですね。はい。でここは実は下流会って言って芸者のたくさんいるところなんです。はい。三味線の音だとか、そういうような情緒のあるところなんですね。でそこに自動車工場なんてガガガガなんていう工場ができちゃうと、やっぱり浅草の情緒がかき消されちゃうっていうことで、先代のうちの父がじゃあそんな自動車工場なんてしょうがないっていうことで、じゃあここは買っちゃおうって言って買っちゃったんです。はい。それでさあどうしよう何しようかって言って、じゃあ飲食店を始めようかって言って始め出したんですね。はい、それで柱も何本も入れ替えて、それで飲食店のようにしました。
素晴らしいですね。本当にお家の中にいるような雰囲気で、
そうですね、
心地がいいですね。
江戸時代にタイムスリップってそういう感じですか。
本当にまさにそういう気持ちですね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
素晴らしいお店です。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
This hot pot is amazing. I am so glad that I came here today and discovered all of these wonderful winter foods. So definitely come visit these restaurants in Tokyo if you ever want a taste of something traditional in the winter. And just a little shameless plug before we go. Did you guys know that I have my very own tour on buyfood.com where you guys can hang out with me in Tokyo? It's a Harajuku tour, so if you guys are interested, you can sign up and we can all hang out in Harajuku together, and it's lots of fun. So the links for my tour will be down below. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed all the cozy foods in this video. Let me know which food you guys want to try the most in the comments. See you guys very soon in another video, and maybe on my tour. Bye guys! And kanpai!